people dancing in slow motion, blurry eyes. Hey there, cozy friends! Welcome back to the Cozy Hermit channel. If you're new here, my name is Lynn, and as you saw, the autumn coaster saga continues. So in last week's video, I was trying out some different stuff. I already made one coaster with little mushrooms on it, and I really liked how it turned out. But I did notice that the ink of the markers I was using, it did bleed a little bit on the wood. And then my dad suggested an idea to me, and he painted one of those coasters for me with acrylic paint. And yes, indeed, it helps because now the markers don't bleed anymore. But I'm actually not really happy with the end result, because what I really miss is that you can no longer see the wooden pattern because of the paint. And I think like being able to see the wood really adds so much charm to these coasters. So I don't think I'm going to continue down this way. So that does mean I don't have to buy paint. So it will save me money in the end. But so yeah, I am going to figure out how I'm going to continue with my coasters. Maybe I also think that like the acorns, they just don't really work for me in this pattern. So maybe I should just make more mushroom coasters. I do think they look really cute. So I'm going to continue working on that. Anyways, today is a new day and I'm actually going to start my day with a little walk. My sister will be joining me. It is a really beautiful, sunny, crisp autumn day. I actually went for a solo walk a couple of days ago and I was actually shocked by how much colder it was than I expected it to be. So this morning I will be prepared. I'm also bringing a scarf and I will be wearing boots instead of my sneakers because my feet, they were feeling pretty chilly earlier this week. So let's start walking and I will catch you in a bit.
Worries come dressed as night to plunder dreams and whispered out to scattered light reflects your mind, splinters facts from fictions. It's dark outside, it's cold in here. There's nothing left but all your fears. You're falling like the moon falls in the sky. There's nowhere to land anyway. Hold me tightly like I was there. Face the things that you don't dare. Whisper softly in your ear. Everything is gonna be alright. It's dark outside, it's cold in here. There's nothing left but all your fears. You're falling like the moon falls in the sky. There's nowhere to land anyway.
So I finished the cute ghostie jar this morning by putting in these dried orange slices. I'm not sure this is going to be the decor for this jar for like the entire time. Like maybe I'm going to switch it out for more like Halloweenish stuff, because next week we're going to decorate for Halloween. I'm very excited. But for now, this is what it looks like if you put something inside, and I think it looks really, really cute, especially in the sun. It looks very pretty. Yeah, I had lots of fun making this one yesterday, but I actually kept on postponing working on this project because I am being too much of a perfectionist again. And when I told you guys I was going to start working on these projects, I actually told you guys that I really was going to let go of my perfectionism. And what did I do? I did like the complete opposite, because I take myself so seriously. And I shouldn't. I'm hilarious, honestly. So I was actually like giving myself such a hard time, because I was like, yeah, those coasters, they don't look super professional. And I'm like, first, how can I look professional when this is like the first time ever I'm doing this? You gotta start somewhere. And second, why should it have to look professional while I'm just having fun? You know, it's just supposed to be like a cute hobby for autumn, just for me at home. I'm the only one who sees it. I'm the only one who uses these things. So why should I have to be perfect? When it comes down to crafting or hobbies, what really matters is that you have fun, you know? And I actually started realizing this when I finished my first coloring page in my coloring book yesterday. And I was finished and I was like, okay, it doesn't look perfect. Like sometimes I kind of like got outside of the lines and stuff. But I was like really cool with that, because I was like, well, it's just only a coloring book, it's just a hobby, it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's when I realized that the same goes for all of my other crafting projects. But for now, this morning, I'm just going to chill and I'm going to continue reading In the Company of Witches. I was reading it yesterday as well, and I've almost finished it. So yesterday I got to the part when I got like the confession of the person who did the crime at the start of this book. And I've only got about 6 chapters left, so I'm very excited to see how it ends. So I'm going to get cozy and going to transform this space here into a cozy reading nook. And I'm going to settle down, do some reading, and I'll let you know my final thoughts on the book once I'm done.
Scrolling on my phone, mind gets caught, lying to myself. I'm greener grass, dream another life, one that's not so hard. I can get lost down that dangerous road. I am not them. I do not.
Okay, so I have just finished reading In the Company of Witches, and I absolutely loved it. Like, I already knew I was going to love this book from the first page I read, and it truly turned out that way. I really, really loved it. It is like the perfect cozy mystery paranormal read. It is so perfect for fall. It just really puts you in the cozy autumn mood. Kind of has like Gilmore Girl vibes, but like with a witchy angle. It was really, really fun. What I also really liked is that there was like enough depth and emotion to the story and the characters, but it never got to the point that it got so heavy that it actually got sad or anything. So it was like perfectly balanced. It was a very light read, but with plenty of depth to it, so that it didn't come across as too empty in a way. I don't know how to explain it properly, but I just really, really enjoyed it. But anyways, I'm going to get out of this room now. I'm going to make me and my family some tea, and today I'm going to make some cinnamon tea, because well, that is a must during autumn, right? So let's get up and make some tea.
Free flowing, sailing with the wind, not knowing how this story ends. Kind and brave, I know you'll find a way. Live your truth, and good will come to you. Home, sweet home, home, sweet dancing in slow motion, blurry eyes. But I've had enough, it's time to say goodbye. 3 a.m. as I'm walking home with a smile. Smoky moon, like a shiver, all the shadows fade away. All your streets are empty, lights begin to sway. 4 a.m. as I think, oh, Stockholm love.
So the second batch of lemon cookies is currently in the oven behind me, so I'm waiting for them to finish. They only have like about little less than 10 minutes to go, and then we need to wait for them to cool off like completely, and then we can add some icing to it. So we're gonna do that tomorrow because it's actually already quite late. It's already 6:30, which means it is almost time to make dinner. So we're not going to leave this kitchen just yet because I am in charge of dinner tonight. So if you were here a few videos back, then you know that I went to Bagels and Beans in the city the other week, and I had this amazing banana, cinnamon and air syrup bagel, and it was absolutely delicious, and I've been wanting to recreate it myself. So I finally got all of the ingredients which I need, and I'm going to recreate them tonight. So they're not going to be bagels, however, because I wasn't able to find any fresh bagels anywhere, only like those which you can put in the oven, but they are always a bit, I don't know, it's like softer kind of bread, a bit soggy, and I'm not sure that's going to end up really well. So we got fresh buns instead. So I'm very excited to give it a try. I really hope I can really recreate the taste. So I'll keep you posted of how they will turn out. I hope they're going to be yummy. Anyways, tomorrow we're going to finish the cookies, then we're going to make the icing and add the icing to it. And tomorrow we're also going to do some house chores. So busy day ahead. But first, let's make some yummy banana, cinnamon and air syrup buns.
Sometimes I picture how life had been in Paris or New York or Shanghai. But you know what they say, east or west, our home is
So welcome to house chore day. So far I have cleaned Natsuki's litter box, I've taken out the trash, and now it is time to do some dusting, then some vacuum cleaning, then we're done, and then it is time to finish those cookies. And also the sandwiches I made last night, they turned out really great. I was so relieved because, as you saw just before, the syrup just kind of like blobbed out. Like I wanted to like put it on the sandwiches like evenly, but it just blobbed out, and whatever I tried, whatever I did, no matter how I held the bottle, it just kept on blopping. So actually I was kind of afraid I was like drowning the bread in syrup, but in the end it turned out well. So I did like 3 blobs, a little bit of cinnamon, and it turned out so yummy. Like, to be honest, it tasted exactly the same like the bagels I had at Bagels and Beans. So yes, very yummy. Everyone loved it, and they were all like, oh man, we would love a second sandwich. So I'm thinking next time I'm gonna make it, I will give everyone like 2 sandwiches because everyone really loved it. So yay for me! I'm happy. Anyways, I'm going to get to work now, and then we can finish those cookies finally. And then it's actually time to start the weekend. So anyway, time to get to work. friends, good morning. Welcome to Saturday. Welcome to Color Day. Suki's here. So if you see a tail swishing in the camera, you know what's going on. She's here on my lap. But anyway, I just want to have a final little chat with you all. As you saw yesterday, I finished icing the cookies. But there's a but. My mom and I kind of made a mistake. We didn't entirely follow the recipe because we're like, well, that won't be enough icing. We need more icing. And then it actually turned out a little bit too thin, which is why I wasn't able to make like the icing look really pretty. It just kind of like, I don't know, bled out over the cookie. But I'm sure it's going to be really tasty though. So I still need to give them a try. So we're going to do that after this. I'm going to try out the cookie. I'll let you know how it turned out, if it's yummy or not. I'm very excited to give it a taste. And also, before I let you go, I kind of need to rectify something, because for some reason, whenever I talk about that syrup I used on that sandwich, I called it ahorn syrup, which isn't an English word because it is actually maple syrup. And I knew that, and for some reason I kept calling it ahorn syrup. I did it in a couple of videos ago as well, and it's because in Dutch it is called ahornsiroop, and for some reason I was kind of like Dutchifying the English or Englishifying the Dutch word, and it turned into ahorn syrup. And now I realize that to you guys who aren't Dutch, it probably didn't mean anything. So what I'm trying to say every single time was maple syrup. So I will not make this mistake again. So yeah, I apologize for being such a Dutchie. Yeah, sometimes it happens. I guess I slipped. But anyways, it is called maple syrup. Yes, and maple syrup with banana and cinnamon is absolutely delicious on a bagel, on a sandwich. So I encourage you to give it a try if you're feeling like eating something really sweet. Anyways, we'll do some cookie testing after this, and then I'm going to let you go for this week. But we will see each other again next week. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining me in this video today. I'm so happy to have you here, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the Cozy Hermit channel if you haven't already. And until we meet each other again, as always, stay cozy.
Sway